Hello friends and welcome to another FriYay Pick a Card video. I hope you are all well and I hope you are self-quarantined and social distancing and all of that other stuff that we have to do. But yes, do what we have to stay safe and to take care of our fellow humanity, our fellow man. We're not going to focus on coronavirus today. What we are going to focus on is bringing you a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of happiness, a little bit of hope, and a little bit of guidance on your journeys of life. So there are lots of, I've put on quite a few messages about the virus and there's lots of other people talking about it. So we're not going to do that today. We're going to focus on all sorts of other good stuff. So today I'm going back to one tarot, one oracle deck. And the tarot deck that I'm using today is the Crystal Visions Tarot. It is one that I have modified and I was reminded of it this week and I've been loving it. I've used it quite a lot. So it's Crystal Visions Tarot this week. And I am partnering or pairing that up with I have to remind myself what it's called, the Spirit Animal Oracle, because they just really give such happy, positive, uplifting messages. So that's what we're going to be working with today. So do my magic. On screen right now, you will have an image of the cards that are available for you to choose from. And just close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Hold it for a brief second and then exhale it out. Let out all your worries and all your stresses. Clear your head, clear your mind, clear your heart, clear your soul. And look at these bundles and ask yourself, which is the bundle that seems to be calling you today? Which is the bundle that's going to have the message that you need to hear? Bundle 1, bundle 2, or bundle 3. And once you know which bundle you are drawn to, you can use all the features of YouTube in the description box below to fast forward to that section. If you're on my website, you can just scroll down to that section and go and listen to just your message. And I would absolutely love and appreciate you sharing this video, sharing it with your friends and family so that they can also get messages of hope and of happiness and of upliftment. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into it. So I shall see you at your bundle. Okay, so you chose bundle 1 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. Just in case you didn't watch the intro and you don't know what we're using today, I am going to be using the Crystal Visions Tarot, and I'm also going to be using the Spirit Animal Oracle cards as well. So those are the two that I have chosen. Right, so let's get straight into it. Let's not dilly-dally with useless information. Let's get straight into what you're here for, what you want to know. Right, so giving the cards a shuffle. I have pre-shuffled before I started the video, but just giving them a shuffle, setting the intention that the cards that we draw today be exactly the message that you need to hear, may it contain the inspiration and the guidance and the hope and the message that uplifts your heart and uplifts your soul. Right. So let's see. Today we're going to take 2 of these. So I'm going to take that one over there and I'm going to take that one over there. Right. Let's try and keep them on screen so that you see I'm not cheating. The first card we have is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is the card of inner knowing. It's the card of intuition. It's the card of knowing exactly who you are, what's going on. It's a card of trusting and believing in self. But it's the card of, really being within and not having to externalize and not having to share and not having to tell everybody how fabulous you are. It's all about knowing the deep inner knowing within yourself that you are good, that you are happy, that you are fine, that you are okay. But it's also, as I said, the card of intuition. That is paired with the 3 of Wands. And if you look at that card, she's heading on a journey and she's now not certain, she's already embarked on her journey. She's already started on her journey. She's already partway through. And she's now sitting down and she's going, oh my gosh, what have I done? And I think that makes sense for a lot of us this week. We do things on automatic. We do things as we go through life and then we suddenly stop and go, what have I done? Am I doing it the right way? Am I doing the right thing? Am I? And it's very interesting, the pairing that we have this week with these 2 cards, because the High Priestess, she is the card of inner knowing. She is the card of trusting and believing in self. But then immediately we've got self-doubt. So we've got a bit of a conflict going on. And I think this is exactly what each one of you are going through this week. You are on the outside. When people look at you, they look like you look like you've got it all figured out. You look like you've got it all under control. You look like you've got this wrapped up. But internally, we're having this little mild panic and we're going, what are we doing? Okay. And it's not about your fellow man. It's not about the people out there. It's about you. All right. And when I look at these two, it's really saying that you're pretending, we're putting on the mask and we're pretending that everything's okay. And I know I've got my stuff together. Okay. But internally, there is this panic and there is this doubt. And it's completely normal and completely natural to have this panic and this doubt right now. Okay. So, and please understand that everything that I'm saying now is not specifically coronavirus related. In your particular instance, it may very well be, but that's not the intention that's been set here. The intention is just for all of you who chose bundle one, what is it that you're going through at the moment? So now I'm going to leave those in front of me. We're now going to pick up our oracle deck. I always like to make sure I'm not picking them up upside down. Let's give a shuffle, and we're asking now for extra information, extra clarity, extra guidance, extra information, input, whatever it is that spirit need for you to add to the message we've already had, and just to give us the guidance, the peace, and the understanding that we need. Okay. It's quite a big deck, so difficult for me to hold it. I think that one over there is a good one. Scarab Beetle, magic works through you. Look how beautiful that is. Just look at how beautiful it is. And my camera is keeping the focus. Almost don't want to let it go. So Scarab Beetle saying magic works through you. So, you know, I'm loving this. I am just loving this. Okay. So forgive me as I have this little party all by myself here. So these two cards were saying to us, let me hold them all up. So these two cards over here were saying to you that, you know, you're putting on a brave exterior. Look at Scarab Beetle's exterior, by the way. You're putting on a brave exterior. You're pretending that, you know, you look as if you've got everything figured out. You look as if you're super in control and super comfortable with where you are in your life at the moment. But internally, there is a little bit of struggle. Internally, there's a little bit of doubt. Internally, there's a little bit of like, OMG, what am I doing? Scarab Beetle saying magic works through you. And I think what it wants us to know, what Spirit wants us to know right now, is that even though you're doubting, even though you're having the panic, okay, please understand that people are making better choices in their own lives because of what they see happening in yours. Magic works through you, okay? So even if you are panicking, even if you are having that self-doubt, even if you are going like, what on earth is going on here? You are making such a huge positive difference in this world by helping others make the right decisions on their journeys. And so yeah, you are the conduit for happiness, for glory, for success, even if you're doubting it and even if you're panicking. So the message from Spirit for you today is you are awesome, you are amazing, you are wonderful. Even if you're not feeling it right now, know that you are, and just keep going. It doesn't matter how big that obstacle is. It doesn't matter how big the challenge is. It doesn't matter how big the mountain is in front of you. Just keep going. You've got this. What you do need to do, got to get the right card, is you've got to learn how to trust yourself. You've got to learn how to trust your own inner self, your own inner judgment, your own inner expectations, your own inner abilities. Don't allow the panic to set in. Don't allow the doubt to set in. And always know that the magic works through you. I like that. I actually think that is... I almost want to swear. Did you see that? A fabulous message, an absolutely fabulous message for each one of you. And I hope you think so too. I hope it just gives you something here within your heart and soul that makes you feel like it's going to be okay, and gives you some kind of guidance, some kind of way forward on how to handle the next couple of days in your life. So friends, with love and blessings from me to you as always. Until we do this again next week, stay safe. Keep washing your hands. Keep social distancing, doing all those other things we have to do. And I hope the virus flies straight over you and doesn't impact on your life too much. With love and blessings, take care. And hello to those of you who chose bundle 2 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. I hope you are well. I hope you are surviving the chaos in the world. Today, if you haven't watched the intro and you don't know what cards I'm using, today I am using the Crystal Visions Tarot because it's awesome. And I'm also using an oracle deck, and it is the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. So we're going to get straight into it. We're not going to waste any time today. We're not going to babble. Well, we are going to babble, but we're not going to babble first. So I am shuffling the cards, throwing them on the table, shuffling the cards, and we're asking that the cards that we draw today be exactly the cards that you need to hear. Let it be a message of hope, a message of guidance, a message of upliftment, and a message of happiness. And may it give you the inspiration and the guidance that you need in your life right now. Okay. We're going to take 2. So I'm taking that one there. And I want that one at the back there. So, first card we have 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is it's physically a beautiful card, as you can see by the image, but its message is typically a message of comparing current with past, looking back, being mindful of memories, being mindful of lost times, being mindful of, you know, when life was easier, when life was simpler. Okay, so that's typically the message of the 6 of Cups. It's all about, you know, remembering a simpler time, remembering when life was easier, remembering when things weren't as complicated as they are right now. And paired with that is the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, he is in control, he is strong, he is powerful, he is dominant. Okay, he has no worries. He's not a very emotional guy. He's more a practical, logical kind of fella, okay? And he tackles everything with that kind of strong logic. He's also very aware of his material possessions. He's very strong materially, financially. He's very strong. He's very confident in himself. So when I look at these 2 cards together, it's basically, you know, and I didn't want these readings to be all about coronavirus because there's enough coronavirus stuff happening out there. I wanted these messages today to be, you know, I'm going to say generic, non-coronavirus related. But when I look at these 2 cards together, the 6 of Cups is saying, you know, we are all in a state of panic. We are all concerned about the economy. We are all concerned about what's going to happen in our world. You know, with the I want to call them side effects of the coronavirus. So it's not just the getting sick and that side of it, but it's the impact on the economy. But when I look at these, it's like we are worried and comparing our now to a time gone by. So even forgetting about coronavirus in your life right now, are you quite happy and content with where you are, or are you thinking like, what's gone wrong? Where did I go wrong? Where did I take a wrong turn? Why am I not in a same or better place than I was before? Because there's this comparison between now and times gone by. Okay, and that's what this 6 of Cups is saying. And it's saying, you know, maybe we need to do the comparison. Maybe you haven't been, and maybe you need to. Maybe you need to look back and see how far you've come. So it's all about looking back at where you were and where you are now and doing that comparison. And then we have our beautiful King of Pentacles. And what he's saying to you is, you know, be in control, be strong, be courageous, be brave. Don't be foolish. Don't do things too spontaneously. Make sure that you think everything through very carefully, especially when it comes to money, especially when it comes to your material possessions. But there's definitely this thought of comparing your past to your present and understanding the impact that has on your finances, that has on your material possessions. And just make sure that you are in control. Make sure that you know exactly what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to leave them in front of me. And I'm now going to pick up the beautiful oracle deck that I'm working with today, which is the Spirit Animal Oracle, because their messages are just fabulous. And they just allow my intuition to work because there's not too much on the cards, not too much writing or not too much prompting. So it allows the intuition and the cards to fly all over the place. It allows the intuition to flow quite nicely. Okay, let's have a look and see. Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery. How beautiful is that card? And my camera is focusing so beautifully today for a change. So I'm like, oh, I'm not going to move the card. I'm going to leave it there. I struggle so much with the camera focusing. All right, so let's have a look at this overall combined message. So the tarot was telling you about comparing your life now to a time gone by and about being in control and being certain of your finances and your material possessions. Whale spirit is telling you to trust the great mystery. So when you do the comparison, when you start looking back, when you start looking at comparing today to yesterday, today with last week, last month, last year, last decade, last whenever, when you start doing that, there's obviously going to be a mystery there. There's obviously going to be something like, what's gone on? Or like, wow. It might not always be a bad thing. It might be a hugely positive thing where you look back and you go, oh my gosh, look how far I have come. Look how much I've progressed. Look at how much I've accomplished in my life. And when you do that, trust the great mystery, because obviously there's a reason why that's happened. There's a reason why things have happened that way. And it is the time now for you to see it. It is the time now for you to do the comparison, to look back and to I almost want to say give yourself a pat on the back, but whales can't do that. Give yourself a pat on the back and say, you know what, congratulations. You've moved away from something, you've moved towards something, and we need to recognize all of that and know that you are strong, know that you are brave, know that you are courageous, and financially, material possessions wise, you are going to be okay. So friends, that's quite an awesome message, quite a strong message of hope, inspiration, and guidance. And I hope it is exactly what you needed. So with love and blessings from me to you, stay safe this week, stay safe. Keep washing your hands, keep social distancing, keep doing all of those things that we have to do. And may the virus just fly straight over you, bypass you completely. Stay safe, friends, until we do this again next week. Take care. And hello to those of you who chose bundle 3 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. I hope you are well. I hope you have had a good week. I hope it hasn't been too stressful and too worrying with all the stuff that's going on around us at the moment. Today I'm going to try not focus on coronavirus as much as possible, but there's no guarantees on that. But we're going to try and give messages of general messages of hope and guidance and inspiration. So today I am using my Crystal Visions Tarot deck, and I have partnered it and paired it with the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. So I just love both of these decks. And let's see what we get. We'll get straight into it. So I have pre-shuffled the cards, but I'm shuffling now, and I'm asking that the cards that we draw today be the cards of inspiration, guidance, hope that you need. May it help you through whatever challenges you're facing in life at the moment, and may it give you the inspiration that you and guidance and the message that you need exactly. Okay. Right. I want to take 2 cards. So the first card we have is the Page of Swords. Isn't that gorgeous? You don't want to mess with that chickie. You don't want to get on her wrong side, because she's going to take your head off. So my initial interpretation of the Page of Swords is somebody about new ideas, new thoughts, new thinking, being very much aware of what's going on in your head, and feeling very confident in yourself, in your ideas, in your thoughts, in your whatever's happening in your head. Maybe not ever having had the opportunity to put it into practice, but there's certainly a lot of new stuff going on in the head that we're wanting to implement, we're wanting to work through, we're wanting to figure out, okay? And connected to that, we have, I haven't even looked at it, we have the star. Isn't that gorgeous? And the star is all about hope. It's all about inspiration, all about hope, and all about hanging on to and knowing that everything's going to be okay. So, friends, let me hold these nicely that you can see. Whoops, I can't do the right hand when I hold cards. I always have to do it in the left hand. Now, I'm not left-handed. So if I look at these 2 cards and I say, well, okay, what is the message that these 2 cards are giving you? These 2 cards are saying that you are full of ideas, that you are full of inspiration, that there's something happening up here that you need to be mindful of, that you need to be aware of. And, you know, as I mentioned earlier on with the pages are typically energies, are typically enthusiastic energies. They're often quite brave and quite confident and but it's all theory-based. They haven't actually tried it out yet, okay? So it's all concept. They have these beautiful concepts, and the Page of Swords is all about having these concept ideas, or these and maybe not having the the knowledge, or sorry, not having the experience, let me use that word rather, not having the experience on how to execute the idea. And if I look at these two cards together, it's telling you that your ideas are valid. It's telling you that whatever it is that's going on in your head is legit, it's valid, it's right, it's good, it's fabulous. It's all of those things. You need to, and the fact that we've got the star there, the fact that we've got the card of hope is telling you that you can act out on it, you can carry out, you can take your ideas into fruition and make it happen, because there is a lot of hope and guidance and support for you, because that's what, we often talk about looking up at the stars, and we always dream when we look up at the stars, and we're always wishing on a star. We're always doing those things, and that's exactly what you need to be doing. So take these ideas, take these inspirations, take these concepts that you have in your head and put them into action. Make it happen. Make it real. Okay. You are supported. You are guided. Your ideas are legit. Your ideas are valid. Even if you don't know how, just start by speaking, by telling somebody, and you will have everybody that you need to help you, to guide you, will step forward, because you've got the star of inspiration and the star of hope. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Okay, so I'm going to leave those in front of me, and I'm now going to pick up our animal spirit oracle, and let's see how spirit want to add to that message. Let's see what spirit have to say, what animal spirit want us to know with regards to your ideas and your inspirations. Okay, shuffled enough. Sometimes words are not necessary. Oh, my camera's working so well today. It's focusing. And then it loses focus. All right, so you've got antelope spirit. And antelope spirit says life is speeding up. And I think that makes perfect sense. All right, let me hold these two. Okay. So I think antelope spirit telling you that life is speeding up fits in so nicely with this message, because this message is telling you, the antelope is telling you that there's not much time. Okay, so your ideas that you have, your inspiration that you have, the whatever it is that you want to implement, whatever it is that you want to do, it's time. Okay, you don't have 6 months, you don't have 12 months, you don't have 2 years to ponder, to think, to plan, to strategize. Antelope is telling you, get busy. All right, whatever these ideas are, whatever these things are that you have in your head, the inspiration that you have, that you want to act on, that you want to implement, it's time. I think that is such an awesome message, and it's like almost, I don't know what else I can say about it, because I think everything is being covered. Just know that whatever it is that you are pondering, whatever it is that you are thinking, whatever it is that's going on in your head, whatever ideas that you have, you are supported, you are loved, you are encouraged, and the time is perfect. Time is speeding up, so you need to get cracking, you need to get busy, and it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be okay. So friends, with love and blessings from me to you, please stay safe this week. Wash your hands, social distancing, all of that other stuff. Be mindful of the virus, but don't allow it to kill you before you're infected. Let's hope that it flies straight over you, that the virus bypasses you and your family. May you all stay safe this week. And until we do this again next week, you take care.